what you gonna see? Really want it. Feel it in my head and in my lady, she was specking and she want it. Sensory enlightenment exploring. Open up your inner being, light it in the air. Welcome to the Odyssey, no worries and no care. What you gonna do? Oh, what we gonna do? Oh, na 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 na. Hello, my name is James Barmore. It's B-A-R-M-O-R-E, and I am a singer-songwriter and producer here in North Hollywood, California, by way of Detroit, Michigan. Who is James? James is an eldest child. He is a catering supervisor. He is a independent artist. He is a free ass motherfucker. That's who James Barmore Jr. is. Why do I do what I do? Because for the longest time, I didn't believe that I could. I never took myself seriously when it came to pursuing the craft because, again, it's a mentality and a perspective that I've kept about myself for a very, very long time. I, like many people, like everyone in this earth, have gone through something, have been through something, have experienced something, have felt something, have been hurt by someone, has had some sort of experience that has shaped and crafted them. So 31 summers I am proud of. I'm proud of all the things that I've experienced, that I've learned, that I've lost, that I've earned. As far as my career, I am proud of how much I've truly invested in myself, be it time, energy, effort, dedication, discipline, consistency, all of those things that make me who I am as an artist. I'm proud of that. But I guess that would tie into tandem or lead into another segue of being proud of releasing control when it comes to my artistry. Collaboration is a beautiful thing. Synergy is a beautiful thing. It creates what I would consider my wildest dreams because it's always more than what I initially have seen for myself. What are some of my goals? To be happy. To live every fucking day in peace. In peace. I mean, I have a film placement, I have an indie film placement, but I want my first, national commercial. I want to have a record in a video game. I want to go to the fucking Met Gala. A goal, I want to walk and or perform in New York Fashion Week. That would be sick, and I know I will eat it up, like Rihanna, period. These are all wild and imaginative, but this is the place that I live in. This is the place that I have to live in. I think inner success always is going to manifest the external success that anyone in life wants out of anything. Brandy told me that like years back. She was like, don't let the game fool you. Like, people get successful and they still have the same issues. They still have the same shit that they have to deal with within themselves. Deal with yourself first, understand yourself first and yourself first. Do all the necessary work within, so once you get into these spaces, you're better prepared you appreciate it more, you understand what it is, and how to navigate it. So I live that lesson daily. So I'm definitely happy if this shit don't work out. It's okay. If it does happen, then nigga, we up. We are up and we are stuck. You feel me? For years, covering my mouth, not speaking up, people pleasing. You know, my form of thinking and conditioning of being seen and not heard. Eventually, it was like, fuck that. I think the biggest fuck that probably came from coming out, because I just remember feeling like, you know what, fuck it. Guess what? I'm gay. Now what? I think from that point on, just beginning to live my life from there was the start of the path. Another moment, waking up one day and just like choosing myself, knowing that regardless of what I do or don't do, it's not gonna make everyone happy. But the one person that I do need to make happy is myself. Going back home was never an option for me. I experienced within the first 3 to 5 years, all of my, at the time, friends, colleagues, people that I knew were moving out of state and moving right back home within months. Because they couldn't handle it, because the situation was too dire, because there were points of anxiety and doubt or whatever the case may have been that ended up making them move back home to Michigan. And I told myself, I know this shit is tough, and I know you got friends that are dropping like flies going back home, but nigga, that is not gonna be your story. It's not, it can't be. Where are you gonna go back to? So it's like, what you gonna do? Struggle it out? Are you gonna be homeless? Like, what's the plan? What are we doing? And for a season, that was the plan. Head above water, barely making it on bills. Anxious and nervous about paying rent because I'm trying to get paid because I don't have enough money to, you know, establish the bare necessities for myself and to be comfortable with California living. This shit is not for the weak. It's not. And had I known, I never would have made the move to California had I known all of the hell and high water that existed within these streets. Hard is an understatement. Hard ain't even the word. Excruciating. Might be more in the ballpark. Yes, it's hard. It is very, very hard. But what keeps me going, like I said in the beginning, is making the choice. You have to make the choice daily. I have to make the choice daily. Every time I fucking wake up and I walk into the bathroom 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning to get myself ready for work, and I look at myself in the mirror, that's when I make the choice. What are we doing today, James? What are we, striving to push past to be better than yesterday? Old James was a prisoner in his own mind for the longest time. And it was because people put walls around him, and then by the time that the walls were old and eroded and broke down, like, I never stepped foot out of the cage. Because the cage was what was familiar to me. It's what I knew, it's what I anticipated, it's what I expected, it's what I believed I deserved for the longest time. But when you jump into a truck in Michigan and you decide to step outside of the box, 2,000 miles is a mighty long stride. out of the box, no Disney Channel. But I did it, and I got something to show for it. So, pat on the back, James.
Just